Hi friends, Becky here. Today I'm going to be showing you my top secret way of how I freeze bananas and a few other tips on how to let them ripen and eat. So I don't know about you, but in the past when I've frozen bananas, I will peel them and I'll put them in a big Ziploc baggie and toss them in the freezer. And when I take them out, all of the bananas have stuck together and then frozen. So I spend a long time just taking each and every banana out and pounding them with a knife or pounding them on the counter or the floor or whatever, just to break them apart so that I can make a smoothie. And I have tried so many different ways on how to freeze them without them sticking together. And I have finally figured out a way to avoid that sticking. So I'm going to show you that today. And what you're going to need is a big old cookie sheet. And I actually call it my banana sheet. Then you're going to need some little squares of wax paper that are going to fit inside your cookie sheet. I have 2 of these because I got a lot of bananas. And most importantly, you need some very extremely ripe bananas. Now, I bought these about a week ago and they were bright green. And then I just kind of tossed them in a box and put them in the basement and let them ripen. And so I keep on watching them every day and looking at them and seeing how ripe they're getting. And a week later, here we are. They're nice and spotted. And if you give them a little squeeze, you can feel like they're kind of mushy. But these are perfect for freezing because once they get to this ripe point, they are super sweet and they're really good for digestion. That's a new word, digestion. Okay. When they're unripe, meaning there are no spots, it's yellow or green or whatever. If there are no spots on your banana, they're not going to digest very well, and you might even be constipated because of it. So if you aren't eating ripe bananas, if you do not have spots in your bananas, don't eat them because you will get constipated and you'll have issues with your bowels. So to start, I'm going to put one of my wax papers on my cookie sheet. Now you're going to take your banana and you're going to peel. And I actually like to split mine in half and just lay them on your parchment paper. And just continue doing this with all your bananas until they're all on there. Now, a few little facts about bananas that you might not know. I actually, as a vegan, I eat up to 6 bananas a day. And you might be freaking out right now because, oh my gosh, Becky, that's so much sugar. Bananas are bad and da da da. Actually, bananas are amazing for our bodies. And as a type 1 diabetic, I eat a lot of bananas because since I started eating a lot of fruit, my blood sugars have gone down so much. My A1C has gone down a ton. My insulin needs have been cut in half, and I'm saving so much money on my medicines, my insulin, since I started a vegan diet and eating tons of fruit all day long. When bananas are yellow or green or just, if they're not spotted, they're not ripe. When they're at that stage, they act more as a sugar, kind of like refined sugar, that you're just eating a cookie or whatever and your blood sugars go way up high. Well, the same thing goes for unripe fruit, unripe bananas. Your blood sugars rise because it acts more as a sugar. Now, when they're ripe like this and spotted, they act more as a starch. Now, if you think about starch, that's like a potato, that's like pasta, rice. Those are all starches, and they actually stay in your bloodstream longer, and they sustain your blood sugars. And that's why my blood sugar levels have gone down since I started eating bananas like this. It's because they act like a starch and keep your blood sugars steady and low and good. So I encourage you, stop eating unripe bananas and eat the ripe stuff. Now, a lot of research says, oh, don't eat bananas. Bananas are bad, they're sugary, they're bad for your blood sugars, but for diabetes. I'm a type 1 diabetic, and that's completely wrong. But what they're basing their research off of is unripe bananas. Now, if they did more research with bananas like these, I guarantee that their research would be telling you differently. So now I have a full pan of bananas that I've peeled and split in half, and now this comes in handy. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna lay this parchment over the top of this banana, and I'm gonna make a whole nother layer of bananas on top. Now that all your bananas are frozen, you're just gonna take a big Ziploc bag and toss them right in, and they are all apart. So that's my tip on how to freeze bananas without having them stick together. I like to use these frozen bananas in smoothies to make them nice and thick like a milkshake, or even make banana ice cream out of them. So if you like this video, if you found it helpful, give it a thumbs up, and I will see you guys in my next one. Bye. You can stop recording right now.
No.